Hey guys, Mike Donato here from FINA Canada, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the E4 and ENA 4. One of our most common questions, what's the difference? One thing that both of these machines have in common, they only make coffee. You can only get espresso and a long coffee out of this, and with the E4, the exception is hot water. Now when looking at them, very similar in regards to their control panel. You'll notice pretty much identical in that regard. Functionality, very simple. When we're talking about our drink list on the ENA 4, you have espresso and doppio espresso, coffee and doppio coffee. Now when looking at the E4, you have single espresso, 2 espressos, single coffee, 2 coffees, and then the ability to use hot water. Now with that hot water, you can either have a tea or make a true Americano. Now when we're looking at the ENA 4, that will only run water through the coffee. So everything you're getting is ran right through your coffee grinds. Whereas on the E4, simply by turning this dial here, I can have an extraction of just clean, pure water directly from my water tank, giving me a true Americano. Or I can use that for tea, purely up to you. Turn it off by turning that dial back up. Now in stats and figures when looking at these machines, you have a 1.1 liter water tank with the ENA 4 versus a 1.9 liter on our E4. In regards to beans, so both have an aroma cover with the self-preserving lid here. However, the capacities differ quite a bit. Here you can hold roughly 125 grams of beans, and on the E4 you're looking at about 280. So significantly more beans can be held here. Same with the water tank. Both of them are semi-front loading. The ENA 4 is a little bit trickier because you got to grab it from the side, but you can grab it right out. Whereas on my E4, true front loading, grab, pull, 1.9 liters. Now you'll notice both of my machines are using the Claris Smart Filter. One primary difference is on the ENA 4, I can actually use the Smart Mini, which is what you'll see right here. Other than that, all maintenance on both machines is essentially the same. What else can we talk about with these machines? Aesthetics. If you look at both machines, you'll notice my E4 has a really nice high gloss finish, whereas the side profile is very matte. On the ENA 4, you're gonna get the opposite. So both come in all black or all white. However, on the ENA 4, you're gonna have a matte front and top and glossy sides, and that applies to both the black and white units. Let's try a coffee. Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna make an espresso on both machines. I'm gonna simply get my first cup, put it under here, select my strong espresso. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side here. Now you'll notice with both of these machines, they're not gonna immediately start. Why is that? They both have the intelligent preheating system. So they both will automatically sense how hot the internal mechanisms are, preheat themselves to make sure that the coffee coming into your cup is always hot. Now that that's done and our preheating cycle is ready, you'll notice that by the indication of flashing lights, both grinders will kick on. Now we're gonna watch our extraction. You'll notice on the E4, it's gonna come out of both spouts here, whereas on the ENA 4, it's a single cup machine. So you can only essentially make 1 cup at a time. Primary difference with this guy is you can actually do 2. Now when we look at our espresso, you'll notice very similar. However, the brewing unit on the E4 is larger than that on the ENA 4. So the E4 can go between 5 and 16 grams in your strength portion, whereas on the ENA 4, 10 is your max. So in regards to robustness and flavor, you can definitely get a more robust coffee with the E4. That being said, if you were to run a doppio here, you can definitely get a very strong coffee too. You'll notice they're very similar. You're gonna get a little bit more crema out of the E4, a little bit more body. But again, coffee is like wine. It's a very personal thing. You gotta find what works for you in your household with the beans that you like. And the beauty of Jura is any beans are applicable. You're gonna wanna go as high as a medium roast. You wouldn't go too oily. You don't wanna clog the grinders. But you can play with that as much as you want. So you can go anywhere and try different beans. Really nice feature. Now, other than that, the only real difference comes down to how often I'm gonna have to empty my grinds container. You'll notice very small in the ENA 4, and you're gonna get it slightly larger here on our E4. So the amount of spent coffee is gonna be a lot higher. Now, like all Jura machines, they are both extremely sustainable because they're using a bean to cup method. So when looking at these machines, hopefully I didn't confuse you too much because there's a lot of similarities here and it's kind of hard to make that decision. I personally own an ENA 8 and it's the same footprint as the ENA 4. For me, what my decision really came down to was space. You'll notice the ENA 4 has a smaller footprint. Because it's smaller, because I live in a smaller home, for me it made the perfect sense. I'm also not preparing a ton of coffee at home. If I was doing higher volume, the E4 would make more sense to me because it can prepare 2 drinks at the same time. In addition, larger water tank, more beans, but for me, the ENA was a perfect fit. Now, if I had to conversely make that decision on this side, I would probably lean to ENA 4 because of my home situation. Really, it comes down to how your kitchen is set up, how much coffee you drink, and you need to kind of gauge that to make the right decision for yourself. The beauty of dealing with us is you can come to any one of our showrooms and try these machines for yourself. All the different blends, beans, anything you want, more than welcome at any of our locations to test and try. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Again, don't forget to check out our Instagram at @Fiamma_Canada for some cool and fun content, and our website for all your JURA needs, www.fiamma.ca.